Hello and welcome to Rise Unwind. My name is Dan. You know, each and every week I try to talk to people from across the country about things we could do right here in your neighborhood. And on this week's show, we got this.
Project 10 Million initiative is really helping to close that digital divide.
Has AI gotten to the point so it doesn't accidentally get the weird wet poop and draw it around your house like a weird chalk line?
There are some brands just do a great, they actually guarantee that if it goes over pet poop, you get a brand new robot vacuum. Like, they are trained to avoid it now.
All of that and more right here on Rise and Unwind. The holidays may be over, but staying on top of your health is a gift that keeps on giving. If you're 50 or older, it's hard to find that perfect time to check in with your pharmacist about important vaccines, including protection against shingles. So joining us today are Dr. Lisa Smith, Group Director of Pharmacy Health Services at Walmart, and Dr. Leah Smith, pharmacist and medical educator from GSK. They're here to explain what you need to know about shingles and why it's a bigger risk as we age, and how a simple conversation with your pharmacist can really make a big difference. Welcome to the show, you two. How are you?
Thank you. Doing well.
Thanks so much.
So what is shingles and how does it develop?
Yeah, I'll take this one. It's a really great question. Good way to start. Simply put, shingles is a condition that's caused by the same virus that causes chickenpox. So after you have chickenpox in childhood, the virus will lay dormant or silent in your body for many years. And then as you age and your immune system begins to decline, the virus can reactivate many years later, causing shingles. Now that shingles will usually start as a painful rash on one side of your face or on your body. Begins as a blister, and then that blister will scab over, and it could take several weeks for it to heal. But what your audience should really know is that this can be pretty painful. Most people will describe the pain as an aching or a burning type of feeling. And in 10 to 18% of people, they can go on to have long-lasting pain from shingles that can last for years after that initial rash.
So what are some like common myths or like misconceptions people have about shingles?
I'd say that the most common misconception is people think that they're not at risk. And GSK actually conducted a survey in 2023 that found that up to 86% of adults are unaware of their own particular risk for shingles. And this is despite the fact that 1 million people annually, an estimated 1 million people in the United States will develop shingles every year. So that's why it's really important for you to talk to your pharmacist about your particular risk and about vaccination.
So why is it important to start the new year like talking with their pharmacist or healthcare provider about their risk of shingles?
Yeah, I'm happy to take this one. I think a lot of people start to think about their health as we start the new year. It's so important to talk to your pharmacist or other healthcare provider about vaccine preventable diseases, including your risk for shingles.
So what should someone ask their local pharmacist if they are actually worried about shingles?
If they're 50 and older, they should absolutely talk to their pharmacist about their risk. At Walmart, we offer all of the CDC recommended vaccines, and the new year is a great time to talk to your healthcare provider or pharmacist about the risk of shingles.
So why are people over the age of 50s the ones that are more at risk, and what can we do to like help prevent it?
Right, so I'll take this one. This one I get a lot. And this one is kind of easy to answer because no matter how healthy you feel, no matter how healthy your diet is, how much you exercise, we cannot avoid aging. And so our immune system does begin to decline as we age. That's why we say if you're 50 and older, you are at increased risk. Now, a lot of people aren't aware that people 50 and over 99% of people already have that virus inside of them that can cause shingles, even though everyone may not go on to develop it. So even though you're healthy, your age is really the most important risk factor.
So where can people go for more information and about shingles and get some of the vaccines that can help protect them?
Yeah, so there's a lot of places that folks can go to find out more information. I would recommend that you stop into your local Walmart pharmacy. You can also find information on walmart.com or easyvax.com, but our pharmacists are there 7 days a week to answer your questions about risk for shingles as well as other vaccine preventable diseases.
Dr. Smith, thanks for joining me this morning.
Thank you for having us.
Access to technology is no longer a luxury. It's essential for students to keep in school and beyond. But millions of kids across the U.S. still don't have reliable internet access at home. That's where T-Mobile's Project 10 Million comes in. Joining us today is Cassie Slane, tech and consumer products expert, to share how initiative is bridging the digital divide and even partnering with the Boys and Girls Club of America to help students succeed. Welcome to the show, Cassie. How are you?
I'm great. Good to be here. Thank you.
All right. So how big of an issue is the lack of reliable internet access for students today?
You know, it's a really big problem, and it's so important that kids are connected to high-speed internet access because, you know, so much of those assignments are online now. And we know that they're in school, they have access, but so many kids don't have it at home. And it's very important. The FCC says 17 million kids don't have access, reliable high-speed internet access at home. And so all of those digital assignments, the research, the videos, all of those lessons, those are all, they take up a lot of data and they need to access those at home. And so it's really important that they have that reliable internet access because it does require more data. And so they really need those tools in order to succeed at home.
It's so surprising that so many families still struggle with high-speed internet access, especially with all the programs around. Why is that gap still so common?
You know, this has been a problem for quite a long time. I think COVID really shined a light on this problem. And it's so much of it's cost prohibitive for many families. And also there's many people that live in rural areas that don't have access and it's harder for them to get access. So it's a combination of factors that makes it difficult for some families really to have access to high-speed internet.
And can you break down the Project 10 Million initiative and what it's accomplishing?
Yes, absolutely. So T-Mobile's Project 10 Million initiative is really helping to close that digital divide. You know, launched in 2020, it's a $10.7 billion program to really get kids connected online. And in fact, you know, they give them free hotspots, free data plans, and low-cost devices and laptops. So if you're eligible, you can have access to all of that. And they have already connected 6 million students to high-speed internet access at home. So they're really doing so much to bridge that gap. It's a fantastic program that has been an absolute game changer for so many families that need it.
So how is T-Mobile teaming up with the Boys and Girls Clubs of America to reach even more students?
Yeah, so the Boys and Girls Club of America are really at the forefront of reaching these students, and T-Mobile has teamed up with them to just get the word out even more. So, you know, you can find out so much through the Boys and Girls Club, but also online to learn about eligibility through their website at tmobile.com/project 10 million. There you can find everything out about eligibility and, you know, getting the free hotspot and free data plans and everything that's entailed in order to get you online, get you caught up in school, and everything that you need in order to stay, you know, on top of things.
Cassie Slane, thanks for joining me this morning.
Thanks so much. It was great to be here.
It's the holiday season, and life is full of evolution. For the performers in Second Chance stage, the time has come to get another chance to shine. As a performer myself, I know how it takes a lot of emotion to admit that I need more than just a second chance. I'd probably need at least 11. The show celebrates those waking up laughing at life's twists and turns, proving it's never too late to chase something timeless. These wild angels are stepping back into the spotlight without being too reckless, showing us all what it means to embrace resilience, creativity, and second chances. Guiding these performers through their journeys is someone who knows a thing or two about making dreams everlasting, with a career spanning decades, countless awards, and an iconic voice. She's brought magic to the stages and hearts alike, and I love interviews like this. It's like waking up to a white Christmas, but that's just the way I am. So please welcome the one and only Martina McBride. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing fabulous. All right. This new show, Second Chance Stage, it feels pretty inspiring. Can you tell us about it, what it makes it feel so special for you and to be a part of it?
It's very inspiring. It's really all about second chances. So we have a lot of talent who have had a dream that they've had to put on hold for whatever reason, many, many different reasons. Life just gets in the way sometimes of them, continuing in show business. And they get to come on stage and compete for a $100,000 prize and perform live in front of a live audience full of talent scouts and agents and producers, and really just show us what they have, and we get to hear their stories, and it's so heartwarming and so inspiring.
And I don't want to spoil too much, but can you give us a little sneak peek, maybe share one of those moments or performances that really stuck with you this season?
Well, so many. I mean, at the end of every show, of course, we have to pick a winner, and it was not easy. It was always, a challenge really to pick one winner out of all the talent. But I mean, we had a guy come out in a full construction suit with a hard hat and, didn't really know what to expect. And he ended up being just having this beautiful performance. We had a woman who was in her early 80s, who had been in show business, but had to quit to raise her family. And she just blew us all away with her voice and her ability to relate to an audience. And so, every single person that came on that stage really had something to give.
And helping people get a second chance at their dreams has to feel pretty rewarding. What's it been like for you watching these performers step back right into the spotlight?
Yeah, it was amazing, to really kind of recognize the courage that it takes to step on stage in front of a live audience after having, not been doing it for a while. And just the chance to make somebody's dream come true, to be a part of that was so rewarding and fulfilling for us as judges.
And yes, you do work with Heidi Gardner and Taye Diggs. What's it like working with those two as judges?
It was great. We hadn't met before the show, and so we just hit it off immediately. Everybody was there, was happy to be there with each other, because what we felt like what we were doing was so just so special to really get to make someone's dream come true. And so we had a lot of fun backstage, on stage. It was a great relationship.
And is there anything next for you? Any exciting projects that we should be on the lookout for?
Actually, I just launched a wine. It's called Luna and Finn. I have a bottle right here. It's called Luna and Finn. It's a rosé, a California rosé, and we just put it up for sale right now. It's for pre-order on lunaandfinnwine.com. So I'm very excited about that and to share it with everyone.
Martina, thanks for joining me. Where can we go check out Second Chance Stage and maybe catch the show?
It streams on Max, so you can go to max.com for more information.
Martina McBride, thanks for joining me this morning.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Live from the epicenter of tech innovation, CES Las Vegas. Award-winning tech expert Andrea Smith is here today with us to give us the inside scoop of what's buzzing this year, from game-changing AI to smart home devices and robotics. She's got the hottest trends that are fresh off the show floor, and it's the ultimate show floor. It's CES. Welcome to the show, Andrea. How are you?
Oh, thank you so much. I'm doing great. It is buzzing. It's like, it is so exciting here. You can hear everything still being put together. This place is huge. It's just bustling with excitement.
All right, you've been doing CES for a very long time. Your 17th year?
This is my 17th year.
Yes, I always love talking to you at this. You always got the inside scoop on this good stuff. What is the most exciting, I guess the word to say is trend. What's the most exciting trend that you've seen so far this year?
Yeah, and that's exactly it. It's a trend, right? So we get media days. We get to meet with different brands ahead of time to see things. There's a number of events where I can see things. So I can get a sense of the trends. And I have to tell you, it's robots and AI. They are all over the show this year. Big trend. Now, soon they're going to be in our homes, starting right with the swimming pool. So the BeatBot AquaSense 2 Ultra is an AI-powered robotic pool cleaner. It's a 5-in-1 pool cleaner. It's the only robotic cleaner with a multi-sensor combination of AI cameras and ultrasonic and infrared sensors. It learns the pool's layout. It cleans it from the surface down to the floor while also clarifying the water. So you get more swim time while it does the cleaning. Then moving to inside the home and keeping floors clean, which, as we know, is a never-ending battle. Well, robotic mops are game changers. Ones like the Narwhal Flow, they make it so easy. The Narwhal Flow has a robotic mopping system. It's called the Flow Wash. It extracts the dirty water as it cleans, so it's always using fresh water to mop. And their Deep Boost carpet feature, it's called Boost. This is so cool. It gets all that embedded dirt and hair out of carpets. I mean, I love it because, I've got cat litter and cat hair all over the place. It just pulls it right out. The robot even keeps the roller brush free of tangles. It's great for homes with kids and pets running around, and it's got AI obstacle avoidance. So it's going to avoid those socks and cables that are in the way and not scoop them up and get clogged.
We're getting closer to Rosie the robot every year. I can't wait. I need someone to fold my laundry. That's where my issue is.
That's what everyone says.
Oh, really? Okay. Then I got to change it. I need someone to, I don't know, fold my laundry. Okay. Are there any other standout gadgets this year that kind of must-sees?
Yeah. So for me, I'm already obsessed with my Bird Buddy. It's a bird feeder in my backyard, and it takes pictures of all the birds that come to my feeder. I love looking at this thing. Well, now under the Wonder brand, they've introduced Petal, an AI-powered nature camera that identifies and captures even more wildlife interactions. It turns them into stunning snapshots and time-lapse videos, and it can notify you in real time. So you can actually watch a bee pollinating a flower, a ladybug walking on a leaf, or even a butterfly landing on a shrub. It's like nature TV, and I absolutely love it.
That's kind of cool. All right. There always seems like every single year that there's a dominant theme. What trends are you see that are stealing the spotlight at CES for 2025?
Well, so again, it's robots and AI. I mean, AI is in everything now, and it's even in products that we've already been using, but they're figuring out ways to use the AI to make them smarter for us. Like even in the robots, right now, they've always cleaned, but now they can look at the map and see what's labeled bathroom and know, maybe I'll clean this room last so that I don't track all the bathroom dirt all over the rest of the house. Or, oh, this is the kitchen, I'm going to do it twice. So it's like they're kind of starting to do the thinking for us in a good way, not a creepy way.
Has AI gotten to the point so it doesn't accidentally get the weird wet poop and draw it around your house like a weird chalk line?
There are some brands just do a great, they actually guarantee that if it goes over pet poop, you get a brand new robot vacuum. Like they are trained to avoid it now.
Excellent. All right.
Trained better than your dog is.
I had that situation happen once in my life, and it was a terrible, the world's worst chalk line in your house, okay?
Oh my gosh, I can't even imagine.
All right, where can we go for more information, Andrea, and keep up with you and all that?
You can check out the brands on their websites for all of their CES offerings, and you can follow more of my coverage on techlicious.com. Thanks
for joining me this morning, and I'll talk to you soon.
Thank you.
College admissions can feel like a maze with less David Bowie, but there's a platform helping students navigate the process, even offering scholarships to make higher education more accessible. So today, Kevin Kenny, co-CEO of Level All, and Afia Johnson-Thornton, director of college, are here to share how their platform is leveling the playing field for students, plus some insider tips on financial aid and planning for college. Welcome to the show, you two. How are you?
We're great. Thanks for having us.
You're doing well, Dan. Thank you.
All right, let's start with the basics. What exactly is Level All, and how does it stand out when in like the college admission space?
Sure. So Level All is a college and career readiness platform. We support students, families, high schools, colleges as they support individuals on this journey of high school to college to a career.
With so many tools available for students, what sets like Level All apart in helping them prepare for college?
So first of all, Level All was built by 100 educators over 5 years. And the system is designed where at one place, levelall.com, you can get anything and everything you need to support you on your journey from effectiveness in high school, applying to college, affording college, success in transition to college, alternatives to college, financial literacy, life skills, career action plans, everything you need in one place. Second pillar, 20,000 pieces of short form engaging content built the way humans like to consume content today. The third thing, and arguably the most important, is that it's all personalized for you. It feels like you have this counselor with you every stage of life. So you onboard, you answer questions, you declare some interest, and magically the content maps to you and it evolves as your journey evolves. And your journey can start as early as 8th grade, age 13, and as long as you have a working email, Level All will be with you high school, college, and through the rest of your life. It's a really powerful platform. It's been rolled out across the country and the response has been amazing.
So why is early planning such a key part of the admissions process?
Early planning is key throughout the college admissions process because we want to be sure that you have all the options you could possibly want available to you, and early planning helps you do that. So if you start thinking about the college process several years in advance, you can build a really strong college prep curriculum that can get you to and through the colleges you're hoping to attend. You can also create a college list that fits your priorities. You can get all the college funding you could possibly qualify for and minimize stress throughout what can be a really overwhelming and confusing process.
So what are some of like the biggest mistakes that like students make that could basically hurt their chances of getting into the college of their choice?
As a former college admissions officer, one of the biggest issues I saw throughout the college application process was when students, families, and sometimes even counselors didn't understand what they needed to know when they needed to know it. So that includes deadlines to submit your application, deadlines to request recommendation letters, deadlines to submit your free application for federal student aid, that FAFSA, all of those key application deadlines. It can be hard to track and stay on top of, but at Level All, we make sure that all of that is collected for you so you're never behind the 8 ball and you're never lost, late, or confused.
Can I jump in here? So Level All keeps you organized throughout this entire process, but the process is not just about getting into college. It's about making sure that you succeed in college and you graduate and you get a job. And too many Americans today go to college, drop out, don't find jobs. So the power of Level All is that we're with you during the application process, but we're with you when you're in college, and you're trying to find success, and you're trying to find that job. Level All is with you the entire way.
We get you to and through.
All right, that's killer to know. All right, what about financial aid? It's top of mind for many families. What are some strategies to try to like maximize getting some of those awards?
So the process is complex, and college can be expensive. So what are the tips? Number one is you want to apply for a FAFSA, file your FAFSA as early as possible, whether you expect to get financial aid or not. The second thing is you want to apply to any and all scholarships that are out there. Level All has an incredible tool that will get you access to $22 million worth of scholarships. The third is that you want to apply to all state financial aid that's available to you. Finally, as Afia has kind of talked about, creating your college list is critically important. And you want a list of colleges that match your academic and career goals, but you also want a list of colleges that have strong and large amounts of financial aid, whether that be need-based or merit-based. But the punchline for all of this is, yes, college can be expensive, but there's enormous funding out there. Every single year, there's $4 billion of unclaimed Pell financial aid awards. So the truth is, it's out there. Use Level All to get access to this, and we're going to walk you through every step of the way as you try to afford college.
And I also hear that you're offering 42 scholarships through like an online sweepstakes. Can you guys break that down for us?
Yes, that's right, Dan. We are offering 42 scholarships totaling $50,000 that you can use for educational expenses like college tuition, high school tuition, or continuing education. Entering this sweepstakes is as simple as having a Level All account. So if you already have a Level All account, great, you are entered to win. If you don't yet have a Level All account, create one by January 31st, and you will be automatically entered to win.
All right, for anyone interested in learning more about Level All, where could they go?
Head to levelall.com for everything we've talked about today, entering the sweepstakes, and so much more.
Kevin, Afia, thanks for joining me this morning.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Small town secrets, larger than life characters, and a story that's kind of bizarre. It only could be true. Netflix's The King of Tupelo, a Southern crime saga, takes us on a roller coaster ride through Mississippi's wildest scandal. So joining us this morning are Emmy award-winning directors Chapman and McLean Way, here to talk about the inspiration behind the Stranger Than Fiction documentary. Welcome to the show, you two. How are you?
Doing great. Thanks for having us on. We're excited to talk about this one.
Yeah, super pumped today. It came out this morning on Netflix, so thanks for having us on, Dave.
Like, congratulations, you two. I'd be elated if I had anything released on Netflix. I'd be like, yeah, it's Netflix Day.
Yeah, it's super easy to recommend to people. You know, most people have it. It's easy to watch, and so yeah, it's always fun for family and friends, and just for people at large to be able to see our work. We're super excited.
All right, let's get to it. Tupelo seems like the perfect backdrop for a story like this. What made you decide to kind of bring this story to life?
Yeah, we have like a very vague recollection of this story from 2013 where, you know, an Elvis impersonator was arrested for sending a deadly poisonous letter to President Barack Obama in an assassination attempt and was arrested. And, you know, we flew out to Tupelo in the 2021, met with Paul Kevin Curtis, the man who was initially arrested, and quickly realized there was a whole lot more to the story than was reported at the time. You know, it involved severed heads and the black market organ trade and this conspiracy involving congressmen and senators and kind of just one jaw-dropping turn of events after the other.
When making a documentary, what was like one of the most surprising or challenging things that was unraveling while investigating this tale?
Yeah, I mean, it was a little bit of a disorienting experience to go down this rabbit hole. You know, this story starts almost with a manageable scope, right? Just Tupelo, Mississippi, birthplace of the king, Elvis impersonator Paul Kevin Curtis. And he starts to go down this kind of conspiracy rabbit hole, primarily related to the concept of a black market body parts organ trade.
All right, thank you two for joining me this morning. I guess never send death threats to presidents. I guess that's one takeaway that I learned today. Okay.
It's a good rule to live by, not a bad one to live by.
All right. Check out the Kings of Tupelo. It's Tupelo, right? I'm saying this wrong. I feel bad every time.
Oh, no, yeah, you got it. That was me, but no sweat.
Good. All right. Check out the Kings of Tupelo, and it's available now on Netflix. Thank you two for joining me this morning, my friends.
Thanks so much,
Really fun. Thank you.
And that's it for Rise and Unwind. I want to thank you for tuning in and checking out the show. If you ever want to be on the show and join me, all you got to do is email me. That's riseunwindtv.com. Form to fill out, send it our way, and we could chat on a future episode about whatever you like. And if you want to follow us on YouTube, that's at Rise Unwind TV. Make sure you like, you comment, you subscribe, all that extra good stuff. You hear that all the time on YouTube. But there you go. Check it out, Rise Unwind TV. And until next week, that was Rise and Unwind.